Good afternoon, James. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic, James. It's almost Christmas and I'm super excited. Well, thank you very much for coming along today and welcome to the Business Spotlight. Please, could you tell me a little about yourself and your business, please?
Yeah, certainly. I am James Bleakley. I'm sort of the back end of Bumble Goose, so we're a luxury bakehouse delivering corporate gifts and branded sort of bakes across UK and Ireland every day. Lynsey, my wife, is the driver behind the business. She's does everything. I'm more an IT man and she does all the baking. And we have a team of 11 part-timers based just outside Bangor. Run our e-commerce business from the house, and it's brilliant. I love it, and every day is a new challenge.
And how long have you been in operation for, James?
So we're just coming to our anniversary. This will be our 4th year, a couple weeks time. We started just in the run up to Christmas, toe in the water to make sure, and then we went live in January, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. We've had COVID's issues, we've had currently postal issues, we had E171 is another nightmare in the baking world, but we've got around all these things and just have to keep pivoting. We're quite young and nimble, so we're able to flex and adjust ourselves as the market changes, which is good because we're not a big machine. You know, we're a relatively small team. Everything's made to order. We've had our fingers nearly burnt a few times, and we've learned from that. But so far so good. You don't have to just keep going and growing.
What would you say have been your along the journey? What have been your biggest learnings, either in life or in business, or both?
The one thing we realized very quickly is we're quite unusual. People don't really do what we do, and businesses a lot of them don't get it, especially in Northern Ireland. Most of our clients are London-based premium companies. We supplied like Harrods, Charlotte Tilbury, Benefit Cosmetics. These are all big clients, but we don't have that many clients like that in Northern Ireland. And a lot of time it's because we can't get them away from the traditional products and get them into our way of thinking. So what we learned first of all is we don't need to reinvent the wheel, but we don't make something people don't want. So there's no point in having an amazing product if no one's any interest in it. So we try and deviate from something that people are demanding, and let's make it better and a little bit different. One of the current ones, we're talking to a couple of dealerships at the minute, is new car gifts. So when you get your new Porsche or Mercedes, Ferrari, I'm not too sure how successful you are, but or maybe the Lambo. But when you get this, do you want a bunch of flowers, or do you want a personalized hamper with your name on it and a message from the salesman and a QR code biscuit, and you scan it and it loads up how to change your clock in your car? These sort of basic things, and we can make this happen, and it's not expensive. It's just getting someone's mindset away from a bunch of flowers. We try to build a brand around social media as well. Talk about Insta-worthy. Well, money's tight. I know our marketing budget's been pretty dramatically slashed there with the last just price increases. So if you're spending money, make it work for you. Get your customers be your cheerleaders. When was the last time you gave them a mug and they went, thanks for the mug, I'm going to put that on Instagram? Whereas we send out biscuits on your behalf and Twitter's full of it. And suddenly then everybody's seeing your brand everywhere, and you haven't done anything. You've spent no different money. It's you're still spending your £5 a head or £15-20, but same thing. You get your BMW and you get a bunch of flowers, a lovely bouquet. But how often is that person going to put that photograph online and say, look what I got from BMW? But you open a branded brownies in a lovely BMW box and they go, look at these, and people go, oh, BMW, oh, look at that. And next thing they're thinking, BMW, and that's what it's about. And it's just changed that mindset. And now our product is really high quality, and that's down to Lynsey. She's an amazing baker, and the team she has phenomenal. I'm working today. I'm just doing a bit of packaging and stuff for them, but like the stuff they create is unbelievable. But that's why it works so well for us.
And well, that sounds amazing. And for the record, I'm a hamper, not bunch of flowers. All right, just in case.
We we sort of play about it on LinkedIn and stuff. And we had I put a poll up recently, and I had 3 options. I just like put it
I
out there.
saw that. I saw that. I voted.
Yeah, and initially I had a few flowers, and then with the brownies started taking off, and then the personalized mini hampers just started rocketing. And I was like, so these are people buying cars, and this is what they want, so it's just getting that concept across. Things like when you get into your hotel room, and this is another little success story for us, and you come back to your room and there's your chocolates. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not that nice. But like for a couple of pounds, we do a bag of our brownie bites. Like, they're amazing. We won a few awards. One of them was Brownie Maker of the Year in Northern Ireland, I think it was. And but our brownies are phenomenal. And little brownie bites, gift bags with ribbon and stuff beside your bed. And like, suddenly your stay for that £4 or £5 is now like, oh, these are amazing. And then off the back that we get orders, people then order of us and say, I had some brownie bites at whatever hotel. Can we buy those online? And wedding favors, personalized biscuits. The list goes on. It just, so if we can.
You're making me hungry here, James. You're making me hungry.
Yeah, well, that's why I had to leave the bakery there, because they were cutting salted caramel brownies and gingerbread. Although gingerbread, man, I don't have any to show you. Sorry, it's getting very dark.
And that's good. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yes, let me turn a wee light on 2 seconds. Sorry. Just whilst this is still live. Sorry.
And like, tell me, James, do you have any favorite quotes or sayings that resonate with you?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yes. Yes. Make sure you tell people you're in the office on the interview. Yeah, well, a couple of them, do it right. I'm a nightmare for my wife at times, because I have OCD. I can't see if it's not right. I'm like, but she's the same. And it's good because we work well together, that we don't put out sort of products just because we're busy. Cut corners, will blow it out. No, it has to be right. And we talk about wastage. We waste very little, but any waste is because it's not been quite right. I've seen biscuits dumped and stuff because they're just not looking right, or they're just not quite right. And when you're a premium product, it has to be 100% every time. And the other thing is that, suppose you're not here for a long time, enjoy yourself, but don't let work take over as well. It's another thing we learned from burnout. We've both been pretty burnt out at times. Last Christmas, nearly the end of the 2 of us, it was just mayhem. And this year we've just tailored back on our orders, haven't taken as much on, and we've taken in environmental factors like postage systems and things like that, and taken the stress away, because in the end of the day, we don't make brownies because we love making brownies. We make brownies to pay mortgages and stuff, but we also like to spend quality time together. And too many people I see are just working flat out and not having downtime. And something you'd be very mindful of, especially after just how the brand is developed. We have to look after each other, look after ourselves, and get off time when we can.
And James, who's the first person that comes to mind whenever you think about the word success?
Oh my God. I was thinking this earlier when I read your questions, and
what questions?
Oh, questions. So yes, I was just wondering, who do I think of? I see success in different ways, and it's not so much, there's not one person that says me this is it. It's really a combination of different people that have done different things and succeeded. Someone who's developed good business culture, for example, good corporate image, people that make good products. So there isn't one person, but I do follow lots of people, and I take bits of them and I try to incorporate them into ourselves. So like the team at Uni, Pete Subbins, who are one of our clients as well, they have this amazing culture, and every year they give their staff £500 each, and spend whatever you want. So one of them had a pasta making day. Pasta making day. Another one went go-karting. Another one did team building things. But that's the difference between someone turning up to work in the morning and not. that well-being and that development culture. Other companies we're talking to, and they have like well-being, onboarding, that's what more well-being, onboarding programs. I was like, well, what do you do for this? And well, this is the day we start our culture. Welcome to the team, you're included. Here's the rules, but this is what we're like. And here's some branded product from us. Of course, we slip our biscuits in there, but they start a staff reward. And we're talking, we're saying about success. I think the old hard-nosed businessman days are over. It's nice and friendly, and that's what it's about. And if you don't embrace your staff and look after them, then they're going to leave you. We find it hard enough to get staff. Like, it is a nightmare in our industry to get people that want to work. We have new team members in the last couple of weeks there. Brilliant. Like, and they're working away. We got an order in from a television company, came in late last night. Fairly serious for a big movie launch, which is and it has to be made today and tomorrow, out on Friday morning, DHL Express into London for Saturday morning. And yeah, it's gonna be busy. I'm not going to be going to bed anytime soon. But they come into work, and if I've already said, can we stay late? It's okay. We'll start early tomorrow morning too. That's good culture. I've worked in many businesses, and people are like, I'm not getting out of bed today. I'm not coming to work for that guy. And that, you're talking about who's successful in business. For me, it's learning that culture from other businesses and watching people, like especially on LinkedIn. There's a lot of big firms I follow and directors we sort of connected to, and I just watch what they do, and I try and adopt that into the brand as much as possible. And Lynsey's the same. She's very much about team culture. Last year she had a wreath making day. You came in for work, but they just didn't take any orders that day or push the orders about, when we were taking them in, day off, and sat and had prosecco and had Christmas food and made wreaths and stuff. But the difference is, hopefully that person will stay with the firm, and that's all the difference.
Yeah, really cool. Some brilliant examples there of looking after the team, that then look after the customers, that then look after the business, then looks after the business owner. So really like that. So James, tell me, what's the biggest challenge that you're currently facing in your business?
So for a sense one, we built our brand around Royal Mail postage system. That's the bottom line. And we have had to jump through some serious hoops. Unfortunately, last year, Royal Mail lost just over £3,000 worth of our product in one day. It was one day for us, and it was a complete nightmare. And we had to do things differently this year. Oh, actually, from then on, we just did things differently as well. So we had to bring in other courier. We had to bring in other services. We're not shy about our postage now. We used to be scared, and we'd say to the customer, like, I know your order's £100, but the postage is £6. But we would have tried to keep it, But now it's like, well, your order's £100. I'm sorry, it's going to be £18 recorded delivery, or fully tracked, or express, or you're going UPS, because that's the way the world's gone. The Amazon effect's been and gone. We can't have next day delivery for free, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. The costs have rocketed. So whilst I fully sympathize with the postage, the workers getting a hard time, it's difficult as a small business to operate. So we've just had to step out of it in the meantime, away from Royal Mail. We have contracts with UPS and DHL, which unfortunately are slightly more money. It's an extra £2, I think, an item postage. And we can't worry that. We're a small business. I'd love to absorb that, but that's kind of our profit, so we're working for free. So what we had to do is just look at ways of getting around it, and small increases here and there, and just trying to absorb it. Has affected our sales massively. Yeah, I would say our direct web orders are down 30%, because people buying an £18, 17, £18 box of brownies won't pay £6 postage, but they would have paid $4.25. But I can't ship it for $4.25. It's costing me $6.85 or whatever it is, and it's that fine line. So we've cost of living crisis. People don't have money. So we had to introduce a whole line of product. We're in the virtual hug business. That's literally what we do, send virtual hugs. And most of our stuff is gifts to someone. Very few people, well, people do buy them for themselves, but most people send their hampers to people. They send their luxury biscuits to people. Personalized biscuits is massive for us, and what happens is they don't want to spend £18, because like everything's expensive. Maybe they can't, mortgages are rocketing and everything. So what we did, we brought a whole line at £5 and £10, and it's the same product. It's just smaller amounts of them. So instead of a box of 10 biscuits, we have a box of six biscuits, and then we have like large individual biscuits, which come at £5. Instead of a box of brownies, we have a bag of brownie bites. So you can do like, all in for a tenner instead of all in for 20. And it has, it's kept the wheels turning, and we're still busy. We're just different busy. Our corporate stuff has really, really taken off in the last 7 or 8 months. We ranked very highly on Google for personalized biscuit and custom biscuit. And we're ranking for another term, brownies delivered. And because that's what we do, we deliver brownies. But corporate gifts, hampers, that sort of stuff. I'm working with premium brands. We had an order in, this blows my mind, by the way, every day. So either myself or Lynsey's like, do you see the email? And the first one was, so there's an email came in from Shopify, which is funny because we're on WordPress website. And this email came in. I was like reading it going, does that say Shopify? Is it, we don't have a Shopify? And I read it. I was like, oh, Shopify want to order something from us. So they wanted a hamper, but they wanted a hamper of luxury cookies. And I was like, well, yeah, we make that happen. And we do branded cookies as well. So we do like a luxury cookie in a lovely gift box with a logo on it. So this is a new product. We only, I was just like, the biggest risk you can take is to do nothing. I saw a competition doing stuff, and I said we need to do better than that. We need to make something that fills that slot nicer and better. So we thought, let's brand our cookies and see if we could do it. And we branded our brownies as well. We have a chocolate fudge brownie that's just mind-blowing, individually bagged or logoed and branded and stuff. But these two products went out. Shopify picked up one online and said, we'd like a hamper of those, of your cookies. It's like 150 quid hamper. I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Where's it going to? It's going to the owners of Gymshark.
Oh, brilliant.
I was like, does that say Gymshark? Fixing my glass. It does say Gymshark. So yeah, that was our first logoed cookies from Shopify to Gymshark, and that blew my mind. And then next thing, then we got, there was an order came. This is what I'm talking about in a minute. There's an order came in from Netflix for the launch of, or we can't say this because it depends when this goes out, when this video goes live. But yeah, it's a massive show that's going live, and it's huge. It's one of the biggest shows they've launched, and 1,000 brownies branded, individually bagged into London for Saturday morning. So
brilliant. Sounds exciting. So what's the pre-Christmas rush like for your business?
We are in the tail end of it now. It's still up there. It's still 90%. It's not quite as mental last year. Last year we got a few crazy orders came in for like 600 boxes of brownies and biscuits, like a handful of days for Christmas. We're closing early because of postage, and just take the pressure off us. We don't need to stay open for an extra couple of days and to make because the stress from making that money would just ruin our Christmas again. Because you literally fall into Christmas broken, roll into Christmas Eve and then lie in bed for 2 days, and then so Christmas rush is pretty busy. A lot of corporate work head out Northern Ireland. We have, at the minute, we're doing Liberty IT's Christmas party. Pretty fantastic. Two really good brands in Belfast, Liberty IT, and the other one is Allstate, massive IT firms. We did Allstate's Christmas sort of a party for one of our senior men was leaving last week. So did branded gingerbread men with custom outfits on them, Christmas jumpers and Allstate logos, biscuits and brownies. Then went across there three offices across Northern Ireland, and then Liberty IT stuff's going at the minute for a Christmas party in the morning. And this sort of stuff, it's brilliant, but it's busy when it comes in, because we don't get any notice. We get a couple of days, and stuff does take a couple of days to make, and so it's good. So far so good. I know, fingers crossed, because at the end of the day, we don't know what's around the corner. The economy is all of a show, but the main thing is that corporates are looking after their customer and also looking after their staff, and well-being hampers and programs. That's really where it's at for us, and we do a lot of work around that. So staff anniversaries, we've been with the firm a year, actually been with the firm 3 months. Congratulations. I read a lovely article the other day from girls married over White Matter Staffing, and they're an ethical staffing company. I don't know where, in Belfast. And they're about the employer, not the employee. So they don't want to just be pumping new employees through and getting more money. They want someone to go and stay. That's the way they work, which is good, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be just getting wrong people in the wrong jobs, want the right people in the right jobs. They said in an interview that if the average IT, this has blew my mind, say an average IT salary between 40 and 50 grand a year, to re-recruit for an IT person will cost the firm up to £10,000.
Yeah.
I was like, a fifth of their salary for the year. And most IT people start getting itchy feet about a year in a lot of firms, unless they're in the right firms like Wall Street and Liberty IT. They have massive retention, whereas other ones, they leave really quickly. And it's all down to team culture and being included and being valued. And that whole, why should I get out of bed in the morning? You know, and that's what it comes down to. And that's, we're back to our whole culture thing. And we're really learning from that, but we work with that a lot. And we supply programs to people, you know, like there's a Wolf Speed's new firms came on board there. And when you arrive in the firm, you get a box of branded Wolf Speed cakes, your name on it. Then it's your birthday, you get something lovely like that. When you're with the firm 3 or 4 months in another firm, you get a present, you get a Christmas present. So for about 100 quid a year, we can make your staff member feel valued. And if that 100 quid a year makes them stay another 6 months, well, I've just saved you £5 grand.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrific. It's really great to hear about those sort of stories of just how a product that you make and are so passionate about as high quality is then can then be woven into the culture of a company to help retain people. I absolutely love that. So, like James, if somebody wanted to find out more or to become part of the Bumble and Goose family and embrace some of your products, then what would be the best way for them to go about that?
Yeah, well, 2 ways. You can email us at hello@bumbleandgoose.co.uk or just hop on the website, which is bumbleandgoose.co.uk. We're also on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. TikTok's awesome. Like if you want to jump on it, and you'll see some really some cracking videos of cakes and stuff, and just you'll waste your entire day watching videos of cakes spinning around. There's one of the mixers at the minute, which is trending. It's just the mixers beating all the icing. All the icings and stuff at the minute there from earlier today. But yeah, pop online or email us at hello@bumbleandgoose.co.uk and love to help you guys. Anything for any customers.
Brilliant. James Bleakley of Bumble and Goose, thank you very much. It's been great to speak with you this afternoon. One half of the Bumble and Goose team. We know the engine room is working away in the background.
I'm shoveling the coal, you know.
So look, have a fantastic Christmas and a terrific end of the year, and I wish you all the best for 2023. And thanks very much for taking part in the business spotlight.
Thanks for having me on, and thanks for the opportunity.
Brilliant, thank you.